Morning students. Today we will be learning about the image formation by different spherical lenses, that is concave lens and convex lens. The very first, in the case of convex lens, when the object is placed at infinity, and you all know that when the rays are parallel, so they all will concentrate at focus. So on the basis of that, this ray diagram I have taken from your NCERT. You can make of your own, draw the parallel rays and just refract through focus. So size of the image will be highly diminished, and as the actual intersection of the rays are there, refracted rays are there, so the image is real and inverted. Now where we use these particular lens, according on the basis of this ray diagram, when the rays are parallel and when the rays are coming from the infinity, so they are concentrating at focus. So it means that if we take sun as an object, so in that particular case all the sun rays which are passing through the convex lens, they all concentrate at focus. So at focus the temperature rises, and then what will happen, the temperature rises, and if we put anything, so that we can use it as a temperature concentrator. Similarly, in the second case, as a objective lens. Actually, in microscope, telescope, there are two type of lenses. You might have observed in the microscope when you were doing the work while using microscope, one lens is near to your eye and other lens where it is or you can say near to the slide, right? So object here is the slide, so the lens which is near to the object is the objective lens, and the lens which is near to your eye is the eyepiece. So what happened in that case, similarly in this case also, the lens toward the object, in telescope we are able to see the far object, so the lens toward the object is objective, and lens which is near to our eye, that is the eyepiece. So in telescope this objective lens give us the small inverted image of a far off object at the second focal plane, and this inverted image give us the erect image through the eye lens. Now, second ray diagram, when the object is beyond 2f. So, topmost ray which is parallel. So, according to rule 1, parallel ray after refraction passes through f2, and the inclined line which is rule 3, passing through optical center, it goes straight undeviated, and therefore they both intersect at a point which give us the image between f2 and 2f2. And when you compare the size, the image a dash b dash is diminished, and as the actual intersection is there, so real, and by the figure you can observe inverted. Now where we can use it, this particular case used in photographic camera, as it gives the real and diminished image, right? And similarly this particular lens, because of this ray diagram, give us which can be used in the corrective lens in case of hypermetropia. In old age, when the persons, they are not able to see the far, they are not able to read the nearby alphabets, they are not able to put the thread in the needle, nearby objects they are not able to see it clearly, so in those particular case convex lens is used. Third ray diagram, when the object is placed at 2f. So in that particular case, again rule 1, parallel, then passing through focus on of other side, and rule 3, passing through optical center and goes straight. Both are intersecting at 2f2. By mistake here I have written at f2, but it is 2f2, right? And if you will draw this ray diagram, you will see that both the sizes are same, and nature obviously real and inverted. Where we are using terrestrial telescope for erecting inverted image by the objective lens of the telescope. In the first case, where I have used the as an objective lens in the telescope, for simply, but use in terrestrial telescope for erecting inverted image by the objective lens. Now, object placed between f1 and f2. Again, you can see the same rule 1 and rule 3, and they both are intersecting beyond 2f2, right? So, what happened in that case? The enlarged image we are getting in real and inverted. used in the optical projector when a large image of a small slide is formed on the screen. And you all are aware in the case of projector in your classes. So projector give us the enlarged image on the screen. This ray diagram, the object is placed at F1. Again, rule 1, rule 3, and both the refracted rays, you are able to see that parallel rays. Parallel rays, it means they will be meeting somewhere at infinity. So, position of image at infinity. Infinity, rays are going down, down, down. So, on comparing with the principal axis, it means size of image is highly enlarged. And obviously, nature of image real and inverted. Now, as you did in concave mirror, when the object is placed at focus, when the bulb is placed at focus, it gives us a powerful beam. So similarly, here also used in searchlight. Next one, when the object is very close to the lens between O and F1. Rule 1, line AD and then passing through F2, and rule 3, passing through center of curvature, optical center, it goes undeviated. On right hand side, what you are observing, that they are moving apart from each other, right? No, not having any doubt that the rays will meet. They are moving apart, दूर जा रही हैं एक दूसरे से. So for the observer on right hand side, what it appears that there is, if we produce these lines DF2 and AC, अगर हम इसको पीछे produce करते हैं dotted, so that appears that the refracted rays are coming from some point A dash, right? So it means this is not the actual intersection. So this image formed by this dot, these two dotted line, that is virtual and erect, and you are able to see that the image is enlarged in comparison to the object. Now what are the uses of this? Act as a simple microscope. Simple microscope, that is, you might have observed the palmist, right? They use to see the lines of your palm, right? Similarly, even in the labs also, the person they use to, in detective, you have seen in the hands of the detective, they are having a simple big lens with a handle. That simple lens is known as simple microscope. Whatever you are using in the lab, biolab, they are having two lenses, one near to your eye and the other near to your object, right? So it gives us virtual, erect and enlarged when the object is placed between F and O. Now this is the summary. One by one we have done the 6 ray diagram. On the basis of those 6 ray diagram, position of objects, position of image, nature of image and size of image. So any question will come on the basis of this particular, right? For example, where the object should be placed to obtain a real, inverted and same size of image, where the object should be placed to obtain the virtual, erect and enlarged, or any case, right? Or for example, on the basis of uses, which lens is used in the simple microscope, yeah, magnifying glass, you might have heard about the magnifying glass, right? Give reason to justify your answer with a suitable ray diagram. So anyone. Now come to the concave lens. In the concave lens, the very first, if parallel rays are coming, if this figure I have taken from the NCERT only, right? Slightly you might be confused because exact parallel lines are not appearing. So if parallel rays are there, so as per the rule, they will pass through the lens because lenses are transparent, but they diverge. On the right hand side, if any observer is there, it appears that these rays are diverging from the focus. So position of image, focus, highly diminished, virtual, erect. Now this is the second object is here, right, between O and infinity. Then first ray, first rule, parallel, it it appears that the ray is diverging from F2 and one ray passing through the optical center. So what you are observing, the ray 1 as per the rule 1, so dotted line is there, so that is not the actual intersection, so it gives a virtual and erect image, and you can compare the size, which is the diminished image. On the basis of these two ray diagram, what happened? The summary table at infinity, so at f2 virtual erect diminished, and when the object is between infinity and f1, in position of image will be O, between O and F, again virtual erect and diminished. It means that concave lens always gives virtual erect and diminished image, right? So just opposite of the lens cases are just opposite to the mirror. जो वहाँ पे कॉन्केव मिरर के केसेस थे यहाँ पे सारे कॉन्वेक्स के हो गए हैं, और जो वहाँ पे कॉन्केव के थे दैट बिकम ऑफ कॉन्केव के कॉन्वेक्स हो गए, कॉन्वेक्स के कॉन्केव. नाउ यूजेस ऑफ द कॉन्केव लेंस. Used in telescope only when the concave lens acts as an eye lens, and this one is very important. What happen in that case? This is for correcting the myopic defect in the human eye. Myopic defect is that defect in which the person is not able to see the far object clearly. In my case, I am using the specs, right? I am having myopic defect. So in that case, I am using the concave. If I see my specs, you can see. अगर आप उतार के देखते हैं इसको तो you are able to see that thinner at the center and thicker at the edges. ठीक है, if you just see the spectacles of your grandparents, it may be bifocal or thicker at the center and thin at the tapering one. So by this, the second use of this, only one use is there, concave one, right? So by this we have discussed about all the image formation of convex lens and concave lens. So please practice for drawing these all ray diagrams, and then in the next video I will be explaining you about the sign convention, lens formula, magnification and power of lens. Thank you.